I could see several questions, so let's see how much time we have to synchronization.
Andrei, thank you. Without you, it won't be nothing here.
Andrei asks every time. We paid him lots of money to do that. But a good question. So,
what is and what isn't programmatic? Well, there are many disputes around. But as I told, programmatic to me is using the platforms, the technology, enriched with audience signals to be able to run, manage, monitor, report your campaigns in a scalable manner. So without any, sending orders and IOs and so on. So this is to me programmatic. RTB is something that is below, that is subset of this programmatic ecosystem. And the second question, there was if AdWords is, how was it? If AdWords is like a search is programmatic. Well, yes, to me, search is also programmatic. And as I said, it is not just about open auctions. So the programmatic can be not only about open auctions. It might be, for example, search or GDN is just about open auction. But there are several other programmatic tools and programmatic platforms where you can do much more than just open auctions.
Yeah, just to go a step forward, what you can recently read in media, programmatic is actually becoming a little bit broader, and some of the agencies globally actually testing the TV programmatic buying, so buying the TV programmatic way. There are billboards on the road as well by programmatic way, and it's happening. The radio, as the traditional media, has been both programmatic way, and you can find those examples over the internet. So I would say, over this, there's still evolution in this area, even in terms of the traditional media.
Okay. Damian, this is for you. Which platforms would you recommend for programmatic and why?
That's a very difficult question. So, as David said, there are various platforms on the market, and please consider all of the factors that David mentioned about being transparent within your platform, about having an ability to use the data not only once, but reuse the data for the client. So I think this is mostly important to have a chance to actually look at these different elements and to choose the best platform that suits you, but take them always into consideration. Yeah, that will be my answer in this.
Great, and I agree. Wanda, shall I read?
I think it's the
Compare
last
Doubleclick and AdWords GDN. Which one is better and why? What about the price? Okay, so I think I did it in that table. So product-wise, I think I gave all the differentiating factors available for you. The added cost. Well, this is an auction, so you are defining your cost.
AdWords is free, and Doubleclick the big manager.
Yes, correct. This is a clever question. Thank you for that. So when you target the GDN, when you use this as a programmatic platform, you just pay for the media. There is no tech fee on top of the standard invoicing. When you're using Doubleclick, several parts of the Doubleclick suites have different tech fees. But in case of DBM, the DSP platform for programmatic buying, there is a percentage fee based on the media spend that you have to pay, as you are probably aware from other DSP platforms available on the market.
I think let's take the other two questions briefly. The first is very sophisticated.
Yes. You're sure that DC is better than human optimization, and now this needs many data and money in results.
So let me jump on this.
Yes, sure.
I believe that this is like optimization tool is one side. This is like a kind of, I would compare it to Ferrari, right? So you have a Ferrari, but Ferrari is not a self-driving car. So if you want to drive it well, you need to put someone behind the wheel. And we said that technology is not the only thing, and data is not the only thing. we still need people, we still need you to actually operate properly on this platform. That's the reason the Doubleclick is not only about optimization, not only about algorithms, but about people who can drive them properly so they don't finish out of the road for the client's campaigns.
Yeah, but the human optimization might help you, to really squeeze the campaign, to really tackle the performance matter. It can really help you. But the manual campaign management won't allow you to target the respective impression with the tailored experience and to be able to decide whether you would like to use this impression or not, and how would like to bid on that, and with what creative you should target this particular person. So without the platforms, you are not able to do this.
And I very like the last question, how can Google provide us with the support for Doubleclick?
I would have the same question, Damian. Come on, tell me. Those are the C agencies. If they all agree that they would like to have Doubleclick, so can we go for it?
Absolutely. We have, first of all, the local support, and second of all, the global support for the product. So don't worry about it. We have support in place, and you shouldn't be worried for that in terms of Doubleclick. Thank you very much.
That's a nice point to the discussion. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, David.